Hello, my name is Jerome and welcome to my RC Excavator YouTube channel. Today I'm working on my SK500 Lesu excavator. I went to the beach today, and while out there, the track that goes on this side of the excavator kept coming off. So first it initially came off because the front wheel with the spring in it had compressed and a rock was stuck in there, so it didn't spring back out to allow enough tension to hold the track on. The second time it popped off, I noticed that this back gear that has the motor in it was very loose. It was flopping around, and so I decided to stop playing with this, play with some other ones till I got home to check it out. So the first thing I want to show you as I zoom in, if you look at this, originally this metal cover covers up the motor, and there's a series of screws that go around in these holes. These screws have to come off to gain access to the motor. Once inside here at the motor, if you can see, there are 6 screws here that hold this motor in place, and those screws were just backing their way out. So what I'm going to do is put some of this thread locker on each one of these screws to make sure that they don't back themselves out again. And once I finish doing this side, I'm also gonna take the track off and do the other side of the excavator. That way the next time I take it out to the beach, I won't have any problems rolling around. So I'm going to take out the first screw. And I would recommend doing these 1 screw at a time instead of taking all 6 out and allowing that piece to flop around. Just put a little thread locker on the tip of it, screw it back in. And I'm going to do that for all 6 on this side and all 6 on this side. Alright, I got the first one done and put together. I just took the track off the right side, and the screws on this one are loose as well. So I'm going to add some thread locker to this side. I got both of these tightened up, secure. There's no more wiggle in them. And now I'm going to move on to maintenance of the tracks. Alright, now that the excavator's good, let's talk about these tracks. So previously, I had the problem of these rods that go through the track and hold these pieces together. And they're held together by these E-clips. If you can see the little clips on here. Right there. And those are 2mm E-clips. And I bought a shitload of them, 100 of them from Amazon. And these clips were constantly, when I play with them in my dirt on my porch, I would see them laying in the dirt. And when I brought it in yesterday, 14 of them had come off. So when Amazon delivered me these yesterday, I went through and replaced 80% of them because I could wiggle these or move the clips and they would spin around. They were very loose. So I figured I would just change all of them because they were of poor quality. And so I did that, and I ordered some new ones right here, and they're black. So that way I can just easily look at this, and if I don't see a ring on one of them, I'll know they're missing. In order to replace these E-clips, you're going to need very specific tools. This is what I found works the best because I struggled initially. These are called snap ring pliers. These are normally closed, and when you push them, they open. These are normally open, and when I squeeze the handles, they close. So what I do in order to fix the track, put the pieces together, and I run this through the track with a little groove on this end is what the E-clip is going to go over. So once this is in there, I use the snap ring pliers. Let me grab a black one. Alright, so I'm eventually gonna replace all of these with black ones. So this just allows me to hold it and position it on here. There we go. Once it's on there, I use needle nose pliers. To snap it in place. And as I try to move this, it's not moving. The ones that are falling out, the ones that came on here, if I tried to move this, they would just spin around with ease. So eventually I'm gonna go through and replace all of these with these black E-clips, so I can easily tell if part of the track has fallen off in the dirt. So I'm going to put this back together and show you how to easily get your tracks on and off the excavator. The track is back together, and I'm going to show you how to put it on the excavator. First thing you want to do is put the track on the part back here with the gear. Line it up on these two rollers and get the front piece as much as you can on the front of here. You don't have to compress the spring. All you have to do is, once you make this start turning slowly, push this track over in this direction, and it will put itself onto the excavator. So right now this track is over this wheel. It's a little too far over. So I'll just guide it on. And it's on. And taking the track off is the same way. You just grab this side of it and pull it, and as you slowly turn it, you can take the track off. And this is sometimes convenient to do to clean the track. I just hose mine off with a garden hose. I just hose mine off with a garden hose to clean the inside grooves and the outside, especially if I'm in something muddy and it just hardens up in here. So pretty easy to get the tracks on and off this excavator. And I'll put it back on. And again, you want to go slow when you do this to give it a chance to grab. And then it's on. And then just repeat the same thing for the other side if you take them both off. So I hope this was informative to you, for anybody that needs it or might need it in the future. These E-clips, again, they're 2mm E-clips, and you can just put that in the Amazon. The black ones I bought, they cost, I think they were $8 for 200. They were also $8 for 1,000. I didn't get 1,000 because I already got too much stuff I have to store. And there are 58 links in each one of these tracks. So for 2 tracks, that's 116 E-clips if you wanted to replace all of them. So the 200 that I got will be plenty enough. It'll probably take me an hour to an hour and a half to replace them. And I see there's one missing here, so I have to pop one in there. But sometime this week I'm going to replace all of them. I can see a black one there, a black one there. It's easy to see the black ones. Also, these pliers that I had, they're called snap ring pliers, and you can get packs of those. They have all different types of angles and functions in them, and a pack of those might be $15 for about 7 or 8 pairs of pliers in a kit. That's all I got for today. If you like what you saw, click like, and I will bring you some more maintenance tips as I work on it. Later.